Before I start this video, let me know down below what is your favourite drugstore makeup product that's under £10, because I am so interested and I want to get more, even though I don't need any more. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would do a top makeup products for under £10 video. I was gonna do like top 5 under 5 and top 10 under 10 and like split it up into 2 different videos, but then I thought that the top 5 one would be a very short video, and also there was just a lot of products that I wanted to include. They're under £10 and like, I don't know, I was struggling to narrow it down, so I just thought I'd put them all in this video. I just thought it might be helpful for some of you guys who maybe like you might have your prom coming up, or just in general you want to buy some new drugstore makeup and you don't really know like what to get. I know that a lot of you are on a limited budget, and like me personally, I love finding cheap makeup that works really well. So if you want to see what my top products are for under £10, also I think £10 is around like, how much is £10? Like $12? Okay, so if you're from America, £10 is $13.28. Today's post notification shout out comes from Keris Grubb, and she says, I love your makeup looks, you make it look so easy, hashtag notification squad, please shout me out, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much, Keris. Thank you for watching my videos and having my notifications on. If you guys want to be shouted out, just turn on my notifications and leave me a comment. That's it. The first product that I think is such good value for under £10, this is £9.99. So it's kind of, you know, 1 penny away from £10, but honestly I would pay like £15 for this. I would pay £20 for this. This is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour full coverage foundation. I have the shade 03 True Ivory, and this is just such a good foundation if you have oily skin and if you like full coverage. I'm actually nearly at the end of mine, so I need to get a new bottle, but you know when your foundation starts running out and then you stop using it because you're scared that it's gonna run out? Maybe that's just me. But I haven't worn this in a while because I'm just scared that I'm going to use it all up. But it is so good. It is so long lasting. I think I've done a full video on this, so if you're interested in that, then check it out. But if you have oily skin, it's just so good at controlling oils. But I also know people with dry skin that love this, so I just think it's such a good foundation. It's like my favourite foundation probably ever. Moving on to concealers, I did recently post a video which is my top 10 drugstore concealers, and I think all of those are under £10 anyway, but just like my top picks, just in case you haven't seen that video or if you're not interested, I don't know. I have 2 here, one of them slightly more expensive. The first one is the Bourjois Radiance Reveal. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my voice. The first one is the Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer. This kind of feels to me like a high-end concealer. It's really, really good. I have the shade 01 Ivory. I think this is $7.99, so it's a little bit more pricey. Well, it's not pricey, but you know, compared to other concealers at the drugstore, it's just really nice. It feels really lightweight. It smells really nice. It has like good coverage. It's not like super full coverage, but it's just a really nice concealer. Like, it blends so nicely and I just really love it. And again, this is almost empty, so I need to get a new one. And then my second concealer for if you're on more of a budget is the Revolution Conceal and Define. I've spoken about this again so many times on my channel. I think this is £4. It's a really full coverage concealer. It has quite a big like doe foot. It's kind of supposed to be a sort of dupe for like the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. Tarte Shape Tape is definitely more full coverage and I do prefer it, but this one is only £4, so you can't really go wrong. I mean, the only thing about this is you don't get that much product in here, but I still think it's really, really good for the money. Like, it's an amazing concealer. So then moving on to powders, I have 2 different ones here which I absolutely love. One of them you can only get in the US, so I have included like a UK kind of alternative because I know that that's annoying if you're one of my subscribers from the UK. But I do actually prefer this one. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose finishing powder. I have the shade 05, and as you can see, it's just a kind of square packaging. This is so good at setting your makeup in place, especially again if you have oily skin. And this doesn't flash back, which is really awesome because it's got like a little bit of color in it. It's not like one of those white translucent powders. It doesn't like go weird on my face. It's just probably my favorite powder that I've ever tried, and I'm very sad that you can only get it in America. I think it's around $7, but then if you are in the UK and you're looking for a really good loose powder as well that doesn't flash back, then the Rimmel Match Perfection Silky Loose Face Powder is a really good one. I have the shade 001 Transparent. Again, this is almost empty. You know when you can see that it's got product in it, but then when you actually try and shake it out, like barely anything comes out of it. So I definitely need to get a new one of these. This is $6.99 and it's just a really good powder to set your makeup. I probably should have done this one at the start, but I completely forgot about it. A recent discovery of mine, which I really like, and I have not tested that many primers in terms of like wearing them all day and seeing how they work. But one that I've just been really loving recently, and I did do a video where I put like half of this on my face, no, this on half my face, and then I wore my makeup for the whole day. So if you want to see like that, then I will try and remember to put it in the cards. This is the Revolution Pro Pore Primer. I think this is £7. It's just a matte kind of pore filling primer. It's kind of like a pinky sort of colour, and when it blends out, it just blends out into nothing, like you can't even see it, but it makes your skin feel super soft, and it mattifies your face. So I don't really know like how this would work on dry skin. I don't know, but it's a really good primer, I think, and I really enjoy using it. I pretty much use this every day at the moment because since I discovered that it actually does something, I've started wearing primers. I now kind of feel like I'm gonna start wearing primer every day now. Then on to like cheek products. My favourite contour from the drugstore, just in general, is only £4.50, which I'm sure you guys will be very happy to know. The only downside to this is it does come in just like the pan form, so you need to get like one of these magnetic palettes. This one is just one from eBay. I think it was about like £8, and it does have a mirror, but it's super handy. This is the Bleach London Contour Nuity Powder in the shade Bones 4, which I know is a bit of a mouthful, but this is so good. It's such a good contour colour. I have it on today. It's not too dark, so if you do have fair skin, then this is going to be a really good one for you. It's not super pigmented, which I really like, so it's very buildable, which I much prefer to something that's just going to be super pigmented and then just like not easy to blend out, if you get what I mean. I love this stuff so much. If you have fair skin, would definitely recommend it. Then in terms of bronzers, I was kind of struggling on this one. I realised that I need to test some more drugstore bronzers because my favourite bronzers at the moment are from Kiko, which is kind of like in between drugstore and high-end. The Kiko Full 2.0 bronzer is my favourite bronzer at the moment, and I've also been really loving a Too Faced one, which I feel really bad about because it's expensive. So I need to try some more drugstore bronzers, but if you are looking for a good one, then I would recommend the L'Oreal Glam Bronze Bronzer. It just looks like this. I don't know why it's got this little highlighter thing here because it's not really a highlighter. It doesn't really do anything. But basically any of the L'Oreal bronzers I really like. I find that they blend really nicely. They just do a really good job at like warming up your face. It does have a little mirror under here as well. Yeah, it's a nice bronzer. It's not quite as good as my Kiko one, but I do like it. So if you're looking for something under a tenner, then I would recommend this. I have two blushes which I think are really good for under £10. The first one is the L'Oreal Life's a Peach blush, and this one smells like peaches. It's a really nice blush colour for if you're not too into wearing blush on a daily basis, because I never used to wear it, but since discovering this I wear it pretty much every day, and I alternate between this one and this one. It smells delicious. Again, it's got the little mirror under here, and I think this would be beautiful on a lot of skin tones. It's just a classic kind of peach sort of colour. And then the second one, which I absolutely love, is such an OG product from YouTube, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. You guys have probably heard of this. This is the Milani Bakes Blush in the shade Luminoso. I've worn this a lot and it doesn't even look like I've touched it. It's just a really pretty, again, peachy pink sort of blush. This one's got a bit of shimmer in it and it's just really lovely. And again, it's got a little flip up mirror. Why do so many of these products do that? I don't know, but it's kind of handy. Then for highlighter, I mean, I know you guys are going to be like, Soph, you are being very biased right now because you're talking about your own product, but honestly, wait, what has this got all over it? Can you guys see that? I need to get a new one of these. This is my highlighter collaboration palette with Revolution, and I know that talking about my own product, probably I should not do that, but honestly, this is my favourite highlighter palette from the drugstore. It's only £8. This is what I've got on my cheeks today. As you can see, I've hit pan on these two shades. I've recently started mixing this shade with this shade because this shade in the summer is just gorgeous. I think that that colour is actually super underrated. A lot of people don't use it because they think that it's going to be too dark, but it's actually really pretty. When I'm a bit more tanned, I use that one a lot. I just love this highlighter palette. There's so many different shades in here. I just love it. I'm so proud of it, and hopefully you guys will love it too. Also, they sell this in Ulta now as well, which is really cool. Then in terms of brow stuff, I've got quite a few different products here. My favourite brow pomade at the moment is actually the Obsession one. Most of Makeup Revolution or Revolution Pro or Obsession or Freedom, like all of their brow pomade things are pretty much the same. But the Obsession brow pomade in the shade Taupe is definitely more of a kind of grey sort of colour. I find that the original Makeup Revolution brow pomade in the shade Taupe is a hint more kind of like khaki green sort of, but this one by Obsession I absolutely love, and this is what I've got on my eyebrows today. It's super long lasting, waterproof, it just works really well. I just really like it. It's pretty much the same as like the Anastasia one, and this is £6. And then NYX actually have a lot of really good brow products. Their micro brow pencil, I use the shade Taupe, but this is actually run out, so at the moment I'm using the shade Ash Brown. This is such a good pencil. It's got a spoolie on one side, and then the other side is just, oh god, look, that came out. It just has a tiny little skinny pencil, and there are so many different ones of these. To be honest, they all kind of do the same thing from like all of the brands that I've tried. But the NYX ones, in terms of their colours, they have a really wide selection and they just work really well, and I think this is £9. And then in terms of setting my brows into place, again, these are both by NYX, not sponsored, I promise. This is the Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. This is just a clear eyebrow gel. It pretty much just does the same thing as any other clear eyebrow gel, but this is just the one that I use. And then also, if you want something that's slightly tinted, this is the Tinted Brow Mascara. I actually use the shade Brunette, which you would think would be a bit too dark, but this is actually quite like a light brown. I wish the brush was a little bit smaller, like the Benefit one, but in terms of what it does, like it does a good job at adding like a little bit of tint to your brow hairs, so I like this a lot. I think this is like £6.50. And my favourite eyeliner at the moment, which is the one that I've gotten today actually, is the Revolution Renaissance Flick Liner. It just comes in packaging like this, like rose gold packaging, and then the reason that I like this is because it's got such a skinny little felt tip, and also if you don't want to do your eyeliner too thick, then you can do like a really thin line. I just think it's a really great eyeliner. It's really black. I think this is £5 and it doesn't like smudge on me throughout the day or anything. I just think it's really great. My current favourite drugstore mascara is literally £3.99. Sorry if my voice sounds a bit funny, like I'm losing my voice, I don't know what's happening. This is the Collection Lash Surge Mascara and it's only £3.99. Oh my gosh. It's not my favourite mascara in the entire world, but it is really good. Some of my favourite mascaras actually are by L'Oreal and Max Factor. Both of those brands do amazing mascaras. Like pretty much every mascara that I've tried by them I have loved, but again, I think I've got a video on my top 10 drugstore mascaras. But this Collection Lash Surge Mascara I just had to put in here because it's so cheap and it does a really good job. And then finally, in terms of lip products, I wanted to just narrow this down to one. To be honest, like most of the lip products that I use at the moment are either the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks or the Ofra liquid lipsticks. Those are my kind of everyday. The Ofra ones are £11, so they're just over like the £10 mark. So in terms of drugstore lipsticks, this has to be one of my favourite formulas, which I've discovered pretty recently, and also colours as well. This is the Colourpop Luxe lipstick, I think, in the shade Appy. All of them have the same formula, but this shade in particular is such a nice, just classic nude. You guys know me. Oh god, it's on the floor. Let's put that down. So I was just talking about the Colourpop lipstick and then my camera ran out of battery, so maybe it's karma for throwing it on the floor. But anyway, I just think they're such a nice formula. It's kind of like between a matte and satin sort of lipstick. It's like a semi-matte lipstick maybe, but they just feel really nice. And they have a really great shade selection and they're only $7. One thing I would recommend if you order from Colourpop, I would definitely recommend doing like an order with some of your friends and maybe spend over a certain amount so you get free shipping, because when I have ordered from Colourpop recently, I have had a customs charge of about £15. But if you split it between like 3 friends and then you get the free international shipping anyway, then you're only paying like £5 postage each. So I think that is everything. Like I said, let me know down below what your favourite drugstore makeup product is, because I'm always trying new things, and especially bronzers. I want to find some good drugstore bronzers. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you are doing well. If you are doing exams and revising, I'm really sorry if this distracted you from your revision, but good luck. You can do it. And that is it from me. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!